So this is just a brief demonstration of what I call the Mate's Mate. It's a small portable bench that's designed to incorporate as many principles as Christopher Schwarz outlines in his bench book. It starts really with something mass being important. One of the most important elements of a good workbench, at least woodworking bench. And this is made from a header I found out on the street, probably over a door or a window or something. And you can see that this is the full width, but I just notched out this section with a handsaw to incorporate the vise and some holding ability. The other thing I wanted to be able to do, because it is designed to work on a Workmate, is to incorporate these T-channels, which would allow me to move the bench forward and back to utilize either overhang, elements that overhang for dovetailing the actual, so this doesn't interfere, or incorporate the wood to actually aid me in doing other types of services like planing. So this thing, they operate on just cams that you can lock in any position, whatever your heart desires, and I'll try to hoist it onto the bench right now. Like I say, it is heavy. It probably weighs on the order of 75 pounds or more, but this can be adapted to work with whatever system or whatever anybody's capable of lifting. So once in the vise, these cams can be loosened, and you can move back and forth, and when you find a position that you like, you just lock it in place. So the elements of this are similar. It's got like the classic crochet here for work holding. The vise is pretty basic. It's your standard, typical Colombian small woodworking vise with a wood chop, and I've put leather on both sides to hold the work so it doesn't mar. The other thing about this is that on this side I've added capability to put a tool rack, which can be taken up and off and on, because this is designed to be portable. This could be kind of in the way, but if you're working in a situation like this where there's not a lot of area to rest tools, it can be handy. Or if you have stock that's slightly larger that you need to support, that can be useful. So let's just talk about the work holding. Like I say, you can use, typically you want to be able to work wood and on edges, and faces, and whatnot. You can see that with use of devices, very common devices, everything ranging from bench hooks to stuff you can get at the P-Valley. You can hold work. You can hold work in any orientation, either overhanging, or you can push the whole thing back, lock it in place, and use the bench itself for stability. One thing you'll notice here, I've added this feature, and what this allows me to do is to screw in a post. So if you're doing more active planing, Julie, why don't you just do a quick review while I get... So if you make a contraption like this, you can literally just screw it in the end here. You could make it telescopic or anything like that. And you put this end against the wall or whatever you have, and you can really go to town in terms of the forces, as long as you're going in this direction. So obviously I don't use this very much, but there are occasions when that does come in handy. If you're doing some active scrubbing. Now I don't have anything to, if I'm doing scrubbing across, this direction, that's when you would probably want to put this like up against the wall or something like that for brace. Other than that, that's pretty much it. It works really well. If you're trying to, I've got a series of dog holes that are central, and of course you can utilize this vise to work hold. And again, I guess we clamp that up. Once you get it where you want it, and you can just go to town. That's basically it. Thanks.